How do you win? What is he to do? Is he to look down at this until somebody screams and says, hey, it's next turn in line. Hey, I want to be sure she's not in front of me. Coach Greg, in today's video, we've had enough. And what I'm referring to is men being exploited by females. The latest, at a grocery store, a model. She's lined up to pay for her groceries. She sets up her camera to catch what she thinks is a creep. This guy, who just happens to be next in line, is waiting to buy his groceries. He's behind her and he's thinking, what is taking her so long? And so she's sitting there scrolling her phone, checking him out repeatedly, looking at this guy to see if he's looking at her, while she has the camera recording the man so that she can exploit him, make fun of him for likes and attention on social media. And so because she's a model, because she's a female, she thinks that she gets to do whatever she wants. And I don't care if I damage this man's reputation. I'm going to make it look like he's a creep, that he's somehow ogling me, that he's somehow trying to harass her by watching her, by looking at her, by checking her out. Meanwhile, he's lined up at the grocery store. Have you ever been in line at the grocery store? Do you not look at the person in front of you? I mean, is this not normal human behavior to look and say, how many groceries do you have left? How much time is it going to take? Or do we now have to walk around staring exactly at the floor? Oh, you're not in line again? Do we need to have blinders on? It's gotten out of hand. And so what I see is main character syndrome. It describes the lens through which a person sees themselves. You think you're the main character of everything, that you're the most important person by far, that the world revolves around you and only you. Model gets a reality check after she tries to call out a man she claims checked her out. Just because you're looking at someone doesn't mean you're checking them out. If there's a 2-year-old in front of me in a line, a little baby, smiling, acting cute, or perhaps crying, angry, throwing a tantrum, I'm probably going to look. Hey, it's cute little baby. I'm going to look. Does that mean you're checking out the baby? Does that mean you're a creep doing something wrong? And there's literally something known as people watching. People will sit on a park bench or perhaps go for a walk, go for a jog, lay down at the beach, and they watch people. It's fun to know what other people in the world who are the same species as us are doing. We learn from them. We emulate them. We copy them. Are they happy, angry, sad? Are they having a good day? I can learn what styles might be cool, uncool. And so just because you happen to be watching somebody doing something for a couple of seconds does not mean that you're a creep. A woman was criticized for filming a shopper at a grocery store and accusing the man of staring at her multiple times. Katie Miller recorded herself at the self-checkout, directing the viewer's attention towards a man waiting for his turn in the background. She set up a look counter on the screen, claiming that the man stared at her a total of 7 times in the span of 36 seconds. And so how many people think that glancing at someone 7 times in 36 seconds is somehow offensive? I mean, what's next? If you go to a music concert, you can't look at the singer? Oh, look at all those creeps. They're staring at me as I'm dancing. Consider this. Who really is the creep? The woman setting up a camera to record strangers to post on social media? Or the man waiting his turn in line wondering, how long is this girl going to take?
That's what you guys are, just a couple of meat bags.
And so she verbally attacks these men. Verbally assaults them. The man said nothing. He glanced at the woman who's holding up the line, waiting for his turn while being silent. He didn't say, hurry up. He didn't say, get out of my way. He never asked for her phone number. He never complimented her. He never insulted her. He never tried to touch her. He did nothing. So simply doing this, looking ahead in line when you're next in line, waiting for his turn, he's somehow a bad person. But she literally is recording him in secret without his permission and posts it on the internet. And somehow he's the bad guy. He is literally waiting on people to hurry up so he can check out with his food. Holding up checkouts to make a TikTok should be a criminal offense. And so my opinion, she's holding up the line. It's her fault. Do you agree? Or let me guess, I'm being a bully by resharing her post, her video. Am I a bully? Oh, Coach Greg, why would you do this? You're bullying her. Clearly, this man is a misogynist. He's a horrible person. And so does this not remind you of what those women do in the gym? They set up their tripods. They do whatever workout they're doing in the hopes that one person is going to look at them for more than a half a second. And why? Well, because of main character syndrome. They think that the world revolves around them and that anything does, well, everyone is going to just care so much. She's looking for validation. She wants other people to say, yeah, you're so beautiful, you're a model, you're an influencer. The world has to bow down to you. And anyone that stares at you, well, they're bad people. And so let's now replace this man with someone else and see how the interaction would have went. He's 6'5", blue eyes, works in finance with a trust fund. He's dressed in a suit, wearing a Rolex. Do you think she would have posted the same video? Do you think she would have called him a meat bag? Or would she have liked it, enjoyed it? So, oh, a man with an SMV of 9, 10. Oh, I like this. But no, because he's old and looking at her, she doesn't like this kind of attention. She has a camera out recording him while he waits in line, and he is the bad guy. I hope she is banned from that store. Seems to me like he's looking at her because he's next in line, and that shit is taking forever. He barely looks at her. Yet she tries to damage his reputation. Good grief. I don't see him coming up in her business, involving her space, getting into her circle. I don't see him staring at her gluteus, perhaps. I don't see him doing anything wrong. And notice, he doesn't have his camera taking photos of her. He's not recording a video. If he was standing in the background going like this, licking his lips and focusing on her derriere, I'd be, hey, a little much. You can't be doing that. But all he's doing is waiting for his turn in line, looking at the woman ahead of him. And so whether or not she's a 22-year-old beautiful looking woman or a 92-year-old grandma, he perhaps would have done the exact same thing. And so notice how often she looks at him. And so is he going to make a video and say this young OF model kept looking at me from behind? I mean, she's in front of me looking back at me. I'm behind her looking directly ahead. And so who is staring at who? And notice the smirk on her face. Oh, I got you. Main character syndrome in effect. She's thinking, I can't wait to post this on social media. People are going to love me. Everyone is going to simp to my defense. I'm going to have people feeling bad for me. More people are going to follow me. They're going to say horrible things about him. And I'm going to get the dopamine of knowing that everyone's got my back. I'm a young, beautiful woman. How dare anyone look at me? You got to wonder how often she does this, given that she's got a phone in her hand and another one filming her grocery store adventure from her cart. And considering she makes a living begging people to look at her on her channels, it's a bit much. I mean, isn't that the irony of this? They're literally OnlyFans models. They're getting people to stare at them, glance. And that's what they want. They want to be paired to look at them. But yet when someone does, oh, I'm so offended. Why? Because he didn't pay you? Is he in line at the grocery store, look up and throw dollar bills at you? Would that make you feel better? To me, that would be derogatory. And so how do you win? What is he to do? Is he to look down at this until somebody screams and says, hey, it's next turn in line? Hey, I want to be sure she's not in front of me. I don't want to be the villain in the next video. And so I am only walking forward if someone can guarantee me there's no female present. And so thankfully you can purchase harder than last time supplements such as Turk Builder, Ecti Builder, and GO2 Max online. You don't have to line up at the local grocery or health food store. There's no danger of someone recording you in secret to make fun of you. And so if you're interested in any of my harder than last time products, head over to my website right now. Enter code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe and click the bell button. Comment to boost the algorithm. Like the video if you in fact liked it. Watch one of those 2 bloops. Also for the cookbooks, the training books, the coaching plans by me and my team, the Circle Diet book, the harder than last time clothing line. If you got no money, head over to the website, get the free diet and training program. It's free. How could you not get it? Join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And until next time, I am out.